Why do I write? It's a healing process, because when you're lost in this world and you're struggling to breathe, writing can be your greatest therapy. And I can barely think of another treatment that's void of weakness. I'm addicted to the writing process and its completeness. Don't drown your problems with bottomless bottles. Pick up the pen, hold it high, and instantly you'll feel relieved. If drinking is our engine and our survival lacks ambition, look to wisdom. If you're drinking and driving and feeling alive, then open your eyes. I've hit a tree doing 45. I wasn't under the influence, but I saw death. Now I'm inspired to survive and tell the tale of my rise to consciousness. Meth and domestic violence, our community doesn't need this. We need to come together. So I'll spoon feed this infant culture a solution. I want to create an institution because my words feed on the problems and the mistakes of the dead like a vulture. As we grow older, we rock bottom until we can learn to grow. So let's show this community that hip hop has a positive influence on our social unity. Hip hop.
Straight from Auburn, California. Growing up with his brothers, couple rugrats, chubby little white kid listening to thug rap. And he don't even see the difference in the culture. He relate to the pain, let it mold him like a sculpture. Dad ain't feeling how he's dressing, ripped off his billabong. Told him that his fist gon' fly faster than that telephone. A black guy ain't nothing cause he's used to it. Deep thinker, teachers say he failing cause he's too stupid. And who knew it? The kid don't even talk about it, fantasize about his own body with some chalk around it. He grabs a bottle, pound it like his daddy do, completing the cycle, never knew we didn't have to.
Every day's a struggle, never thought she'd have to hustle just to feed a seed, can't seem to overcome all the trouble. Nothing's been harder since she left her son's father, trying to break the cycle, but he stays on her, so why bother? Hardships drowned down by pain pills, but it still remains here, the same fear that's so real. In every roughed up home, so many children left abused and alone. Now she's all on her own too. A whole year's gone by, staring in her son's eyes, and she starts to cry, realizing that his fate lies in her ability to try to quit the heavy drink and put the drugs aside so she can change their lives.
He's just a young soldier on the street, left home with nothing but the shoes on his feet and the clothes on his back, needle in his pocket, empty stomach, empty wallet. 19 years old, begging for $1 at the corner store. Best believe he'll be back tomorrow. Such a sorrow to see, cause if you look into his eyes, you see a man who once was there but now he's half alive. And time's been passing by so fast that he can hardly see. Lost his vision, blinded by his hardships and his broken dreams. Chased away his memories and sold his soul. Lost control, went toe to toe with life and overdosed.
Remember sitting at the hospital, he filled up with tubes. I hit my knees and started to cry, like what am I do? I just went to get your food, I asked my mama what happened. She said a fentanyl patch and now his organs are crashing. I don't imagine he's gonna make it, so go say your goodbyes. And my mama was right, because that night he died. Then I go home to find the pills by the bedside. So I took him for a ride and was high for years. But no matter how high, I couldn't hide the tears. Reality was here, them pills destroyed my family. It almost killed the man in me, but I am glad to be standing here clean with a clear view, living happily.
18 years old, struggling on his own, trying to get away from all the pills and dope because it's wrong. Sitting in the bathroom all alone, trying to crush up all them OCs so he can feel gone. And when he looks in the mirror, all he sees is pain and fear. Wipes his face with some water so he can see clear, but he don't know which way to steer. Looking in his rear view, trying to get a clear view, hoping that you hear it too. All this pain and suffering is driving me crazy, and lately I've been praying to God, hoping he can save me. So I put my faith in God to show me the way. Then I hear God's voice, boy, you're here to stay.
I see the abuse, people always abusing. It really breaks my heart to see them using. I had a friend, his mom always used crystallized meth is what she abused. He tried telling me I wouldn't listen. It was the good in her that I truly saw glisten. The days drove on, saw cops at her door. From that point on, I really couldn't ignore. My friend's gone now, forced to foster care. His mom in jail, man, this just isn't fair. Where's he gone now? I still don't know. I miss him so much, I just want him to know.
Do you need a reason to believe?
He said there's nothing like the summertime, so I'ma kick it with my friends, take another drive. He looked deep inside his mother's eye and said goodbye before he slid out for one hell of a ride. He never saw it coming, all he saw was the party lights, the girl that had him starry-eyed and had him buy Bacardi Ice. So when she asked him to slide, he didn't think twice. Drunk, but it was looking like his chances were nice. Rolling dice in the casino with life, holding the wheel, but the lights were cut short like he was holding the knife. I still hear tires screech in the night, but they're gone. Now they only live on through the words in this song.
He don't know if he's dreaming or dying in this bed of fear, shedding tears at the sound of the siren. He don't know if he's dreaming or dying in this bed of fear, shedding tears to the sound of the siren. Summer days at the river spot, 30 rack of Budweiser, one too many liquor shots, seduce a sober bus driver. Little does he know the dehydration is taking a toll. He packs a bowl, now he's ready to roll, dreading the stroll to the parking ride, sweating his clothes, the doors ajar, his vision blurry, lights up a stove, a fatal mistake. They decided to roll on the wrong side of the road, unable to brake, now they lose control. He don't know if he's dreaming or dying in this bed of fear, shedding tears at the sound of the siren. He don't know if he's dreaming or dying in this bed of fear, shedding tears to the sound of the sirens.
The nightmare ends but his eyes don't open. His parents stand over him, they feel so hopeless. So many questions, so many emotions. He would never let this happen, who could have provoked this? Little brother old enough to understand, as he punches the wall and wipes the blood off his closed hand. No one to follow now, time to be a man, time to take a stand, cause we don't always get a second chance. A month passes, the memory's still strong. The kid's back to the party life, just trying to move on. His friend chugs his cup, grabs his keys, but he stopped. A life saved, a friend indeed.
The truth of society can drive you insane, crazy. Got babies making babies crying out, who was gonna raise me? And who was gonna save me in a world that hasn't cared lately? This ain't a phase like the 80s, these are problems that people face daily. We must stand up, not stay seated so history won't be repeated. We can defeat it once we realize that change is needed. Too many youths are dying, swerving, drinking and driving, and that's only one of many forms of violence. Like an airplane flying in the sky without a pilot. A teenage girl finally grew up after having 5 kids. And this will all continue if we all remain silent, cause we are all affected like a planetary alignment.
The night is warm, her palms start to sweat, grabbing to the bridge rail, holding all of her regrets. Tears fall 700 feet to the ground. She wants to scream to the sky but can't make a sound. She's been alone for so long, feels like it's all her fault, but where did she go wrong? Where did she go wrong? She thinks that there's no hope left, so she leans over closer to the edge. She doesn't want to die, so much life left, so much life left. Throws on her headphones and starts to walk away. This battle is won, but this war is every day. But this war is every day.
Every other night is a nightmare, and it stresses him out. Inflicting pain upon himself is not the healthiest route, and he needs to get out before he ends up hurting himself. Another burn up on his arm, but it feels so good, what the hell? And he's been living in his past, he can't escape from his old ways. Won't even talk if it ain't homies, that's how it goes, man. His mode's changed and he knows pain, and it's so strange that all he does is sits and thinks about them old days. I gotta change and look at ways to live my life by. Depression's got a million days, he fades into the night sky, looking down from the clouds, telling all his homies bye. But then he wakes up from his dream to realize it's still live.
Consciousness complements natural beauty, but beauty rears its head as a beast's. Beauty and the beast, misconceptions of the streets keep us picking up the pieces. We aren't pleased in the streets with twisting a pipe or a DUI fatality. It seems as the misconstrued view of what the American dream is has to do with grabbing a bottle of pills labeled warning. Now mommy and daddy are shaking their baby, wondering why they're mourning. Then daddy raises his hand to mommy, screaming, I told you. Loop the track, press repeat, it's the same story. See, beauty sometimes rears its head as a beast, but we're starting from the street up, lacing our feet up, pounding the ground with positive sounds, cause tough living young guns need the freedom. A group shedding light about lost familiar faces. You can't shake this or break this, make this a leap to greatness, face it. We ignore what's hard to swallow, but now it's our turn to lead. Come follow. Come follow.